chums, Robert Ross here in Comedy Cottage, comedy historian on this gorgeous St George's Day. Happy St George's Day. Also, of course, according to mythology, it is the day that William Shakespeare was born and also died on. There you go. As my dear old pal Rick Mail used to call him, Shaky Bill. He could squeeze a nib, could Shaky Bill. Yes, he could, Rick, indeed. And I've been asked, by popular demand, to plunder Kenny Everett's Ultimate Lou book again. A day-by-day Lou by Lou account. Now, April the 23rd, he doesn't mention Shakespeare by name, but he does mention it as the hereafter thought. We've got Uncle Ken's agony column today, and there's a letter here. Dear Uncle Ken, I'm having a very hard time making my boyfriend do exactly what I want. The basic problem is one of communication. Last night he asked me to go out with him, but I said I couldn't because I was going to see Romeo and Juliet. He told me to bring them too. My question is this: if two's company and three's a crowd, what are 4 and 5? Yours sincerely. Uncle Ken writes 9. There you go. You want one, don't you? Oh yes, no toilet is free without this. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yes. Thank you so much to Love in the Car yesterday for doing that wonderful little message down the line. Along with Will Barton's Boris Briefs, Lubna's message is available on my Comedy Chums bit, so you can just watch her little contribution, which is lovely, in isolation. Very apt, of course. And there's other bits from, there's me and Terry Jones and Barry Cryer promoting Forgotten Heroes of Comedy, the book, and there's a little bit with me and Liz Fraser. So look at the Comedy Chums films, there's some extra little treats there to look at. And talking about Lubna's message, she beautifully said, when all this is over, we could go on a cruise. Those were the days, right? I'm hearing a lot of my cruises, well, at least one, has gone to the Sword already. And it doesn't seem that long ago that I was on the ocean waves with Valerie Leon and Jackie Piper and Richard O'Callaghan and Tony Slattery floating to the sun, and gosh, a whole different world, wasn't it? But happy days. Hopefully back on the cruise liners as soon as we can do it. And talking of cruise liners, tomorrow's choice for Talking Pictures TV has a cruising theme, and it's a very early one. It's about 2:15 in the morning. So don't go to bed tonight. Stay up and watch Brian Rix and Ronald Shiner in Not Wanted on Voyage. Okay, they're playing two sort of lightly lad cabin stewards on this cruise liner. It's very funny. And talking of Forgotten Heroes of Comedy, Ronald Shiner is one of my forgotten heroes. He's in the book, and he's in the touring show, which is always different every time. So when we're back on the road, please come and see the show. As I say, and Lubna Carr again, when she's back on the road. Last time I saw Lubna, I think I was with Tony Slattery in York, the Comedy Festival in York, which again seems years ago, but it was only earlier this year. But anyway, we shall be back. Comedy will never die. This year, comedy is the answer. Anyway, a call back to yesterday's little prop, as on screen, seen on screen prop. A couple of people guessed very cleverly and not right Clive Dunn as Jonesy in Dad's Army. So it's not right, but you're in the same universe. You are in the same universe. If I put this on my head, bless the man who wore this, and give you a little burst of meet the gang, cause the boys are here, the boys to entertain you. Oh yes, this was worn by my dear pal, Christopher Mitchell. Lovely boy, shoulders back, who played Gunnar Parkin in Enoch Watman. And Chris liberated rather wonderfully quite a few bits from the last day of filming in Enoch Watman, including this on St George's Day, which is quite apt to have. This is from the BBC set. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay, so land of hope and glory. Oh, shut up! Okay, have a great day. See you tomorrow.